Hello everybody, my name's Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. Today we are kicking off episode 62 of the series, and if you were with me for the last episode, you will recognise immediately what we have in front of us. If not, then let me quickly give you a walkthrough of what we built in the last episode. So firstly, we skipped out one of the chests here, I think the bottom one right there, and started filtering items out into a dropper which sends the loot into the water stream system. The water stream system then carries the items up this elevator and in through the back here and over the top of all the filters. And if the items are not collected by any of the filters on the silos, they will be distributed into this wall of chests at the back of the room here. So as you can see, we've got a couple of items filling up the chests randomly here and there. I don't really know what the formula is for where the items decide to go. It seems quite random to me, but that's fine. As long as we're collecting these items, I'm not really too fussed. So, in this silo here, we have the shards, and it's mirrored on the same side. Sorry, mirrored on the opposite side. So shards in here, shards on the opposite side. And then we have the crystals in the middle ones. And then finally, on the end ones, we have the raw cod. So that's the way we've been distributing and storing the items. And of course the silos work in exactly the same way that they do in every other room in this world that we built them. So I think what we're going to do for the first part of this episode is start to work on some of the design for this room now. Of course we have the upper tier sort of finished, but it might need to be changed now due to how much room this silo array took up. However, we will combat that when the time comes for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean up a little bit here and there. So remove stray blocks like that. I'm just going to hop up here because I think there's a couple of blocks up here that we can get rid of as well. I think this one can go for now. Oops, and that should be good. So let's get rid of this tower. And we can go ahead. Oops, we can go ahead and store those away. So we'll pop those in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft up a few blocks that we're going to need for our design work here. We're going to be taking the aspects of this design up here and sort of bringing it downstairs. So as I was saying, I will be crafting a few of the blocks that we need, and then I'm going to put some into place and we'll see how things look. I've tried a few things now in terms of design in this room, and I think this is pretty much as good as it's going to get. It looks kind of weird to me because of course the silos aren't... they're kind of staggered, so to have one side level and the other side indented doesn't really make sense, but I guess I probably should have thought about that before installing the silos in the way that I did if I wanted it to be different. So it's fine, we're just going to work with it. So I think what we should do is go ahead and implement the design on the other side as well. So we'll just go ahead and tower up here with the diorite, and we'll do the same thing across there, and then coming down here, we also need to pillar up. And hopefully we'll have just about enough. There we go, one piece to spare. So there is the diorite border that we're going to apply to the room. I think it will be fine, to be honest. It's not the greatest, as I said, but it'll work. So I've got an idea for what I want to do for the floor. So of course we're going to have to tear that out. But we also do need to go and harvest some materials. Some specific materials that I'm thinking of. It's not anything out of the ordinary. It's just a little bit of wood, but something different to what we've got with us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head probably back towards the base or the closest place that has both types of wood that I need. And then once I have those, I will install the floor design that I'm thinking of. And then I guess you guys can check it out. But if it doesn't work, then I do have a backup plan as well. We can just go ahead and copy what we had upstairs. So either way, we should be able to install something worthy of this room's floor. So I actually had to make a second trip to gather a few more resources because I cut myself short. As you can see, we only made it to here. So I did go out and grab a few more logs to use on this design. And you know what? I think I'm going to keep it. So I don't know if you guys were able to gauge a reaction from what you just saw, but right now we have a completed surface. And this was another inspiration that I took from Reddit. So I saw a post where a guy had a floor that was using a checkerboard pattern out of stripped logs. So I thought, why not go and try an oak and spruce one? Should help to sort of contrast against the dark oak wood a little bit as well. So that's nice. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep this just for a bit of a change from everywhere else in the base. Of course, we've got a lot of the Prismarine brick up there. So why not just switch it up a little bit down here? Of course, we're not going to take this design any further, just inside of the silo area. So that's that done. we do need to go ahead and install a different design up here, because the ceiling, if you notice, in there is stone. So we do need to tear that out and put something else in. But haven't decided what yet. Maybe we could just go with Prismarine brick. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. Or do we go with Prismarine brick? Actually, you know what? We're going to craft up some more slabs of the dark Prismarine and use that, I think, because I do want to have the silo storage area have a dark Prismarine half slab roof, just like this area up here. So if we go ahead and grab some of these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do that. Craft those up into slabs. There we go. And hopefully that's enough to get this part of the job done. We might have to craft a few more of the dark Prismarine blocks, which it's not too much of an issue, I guess. They are kind of expensive, but in the long run I think it will be worth it just to use them in our design a little bit more, because of course we haven't used them that much. Okay, so we've got a bit of water coming down, but that is fine. There we go. And then the last few blocks over here as well. We'll go ahead and install everything. There we go. Like so. Okay, so now we need a border going around the edge, and for that we're going to use the polished diorite. So let's craft up a little bit more of that as well. And we can go ahead and do that. Oh, we're going to have to move over ever so slightly. There we go. And then the same on this side. 1, 2, 3. And then can we reach that back row? I think we should just be able to, if we go carefully. There we go. Placing the blocks could be an issue though. Oh god. Yeah. Nope, don't want to do that, do we? That's not a good idea. Let's try and get a bit closer and see if that'll help. Is that going to help? Nope, that isn't going to help. Oh no. How are we going to place these? No, that is not what we wanted at all. But it might work out actually. If we can do that. And then we can get a bit closer, can we? We should be able to get these blocks in. Okay, so we'll just destroy all of that for now. And then we'll go a little bit further this way. And pop those in as well, like that. So we need our glass back, which is going to be another issue. We should be able to get it back though, hopefully. There we go. And then there's a little bit more over here that we need to grab. So we'll grab that. There we go. Give me that. And give me the chest. We should probably replace the chest quite quickly as well. Okay, there we go. Chest is replaced. So let's get rid of this guy. Place the glass in. And we're short one piece. What happened? Oh dear. This is not good. We need a piece of cyan glass. And I don't know where to find any. Maybe in our shulker boxes? Hopefully. Let's get them all down quickly. Okay, there we go. We use that piece right there to seal the deal. We need to get back up here. Give me the stone. Up we go. And last piece of glass in. There we go. So somewhere around here there should be some glass, I'd imagine. So we'll try and find that in a second. But for now, let's just take one last look at what we've got up and running so far in this area. Just from afar over here, this will do. So we've got the ceiling in up there, we've got the border in. Yeah, I think that looks fine. And of course the floor as well is looking pretty good. So we'll leave this as it is and keep developing the design work in the area. So this is the almost finished product. As you can see now, the ceiling is in for the most part. We could extend it though, depending on what happens here with this part of the build. I do have a few ideas that I'll take you through in a second, but I think it looks pretty cool now that we got everything in place. I do like the floor, the checker pattern. That is a hit for me. So I'm thinking next we go ahead and add in a little bit more wood just to make these water elevators square. If I can reach that block. I don't think I can from here. We might have to tower up quickly. Here we go. Let's just pop up there and strip those as well. So we'll do the same on both sides here. Just strip the wood off like that, all the way up. There we go. And then hop a couple blocks up. strip the top logs, and come back down. There we go. So now that we've done that, I think we need to add in a little bit more. So we're going to go, what are we going to do here? We're going to go, I think, round like that. And we're going to go round at the top. So can we go round like that? There we go. So we're going to do the same at the top and the bottom here. And we're going to do that on the other side. So just the corner like that. And then at the top, we're going to do a corner as well, like that. Okay, so that is fine, I suppose. And then what I want to do is, I want to get some Prismarine brick in the middle of that, and just sort of bring it down like so. Okay, so we got 1, 2 there, 1, 2. Then we got 2 in the middle, so maybe we'll knock that one out, get some lamps if we have any. Some lanterns. Nope, nope. Yep, there we go. And then we might pop one of those in there, one of those in there, like that. Is that good? Okay. I'm not going to judge it yet because, of course, we haven't really fleshed it out. So we'll go ahead and do the same on this side. We're going to need some more of those. So let's grab. We'll pile that up to 18 and craft a couple there. There we go. And put that in there. So we got that so far. And now we've got to obviously make a decision as to how we progress this build. So I'm thinking that we could... Oops, I fell down. No, 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 no. This is not where we want to be. Let's get out of here. Oh, crap. Let's get out of here. There we go. And use a bit of stone to get up. There we go. And throw these items back into the stream because I don't want them. So I'm thinking, what do we do next? It's getting kind of difficult. I don't really know where to take it from this point. It's looking kind of good, I guess, and not too round, but maybe there's something different we could do to make it look slightly better. I've worked a little bit here and there on the design of the room, so you can see there have been a few changes since the last time we were on camera. So I'm just going to continue tidying up the room ever so slightly. So we're just going to be placing a few blocks, as I say, here and there. Mainly, we're going to be installing a diorite border. And I've been mining some diorite from up there. You can see where it kind of gets a bit patchy. Been taking it out of the walls because, you know, we haven't got a mine around here. It's going to take me a while to go back to the base, so I'm being kind of lazy and just taking it out of the wall. But it's fine, because I've been replacing it with the stone that we have, so it's not as if I'm creating a mess around here. So as I said, we're going to be putting in a border of diorite, like so. And this is going to continue all the way around the lower level of this room. So there we go, let's pop those in. And we can do a couple more like that. So now we have diorite running all the way around, like so, and you can see that very clearly now. So what we also need to do is take out a couple blocks here. We're going to put a diorite border around our hoppers here. And this is going to run all the way to the wall and join up with the border around the pixel art. So let's copy that over to the other side as well. There we go. And pop the diorite in like so. Grab those and like that. So now... Of course, we need to put something in here. And I was thinking that maybe we could just go ahead and put some of the Prismarine bricks in. It should match the rest of the room in that way. But I might also go ahead and just pop some diorite like that, just to cap off the, or surround, I should say, surround the hoppers. And then we'll go and create some, you know what, we'll just use the half slabs. We'll just pop them in like that, why not waste, sorry, better not to waste them. So let's put some torches down to keep it lit up nicely. Anything else we can quickly do while we're together? I do eventually want to extend this diorite all the way up to the top of the ceiling as well, and then we can have something, maybe a different design feature that hangs over the top of the entrance to the stairwells. Of course, we have the item elevators in here as well. We might need to do something with those. I'm still unsure about the corners here, so I might try a different design here if we can think of something on the spot. So let's just go ahead and tear this out ever so quickly. And we can, as I said, try and think of something on the spot to replace this, because I'm still not really sure if this is how I want it to look. It doesn't really look right with me. So maybe we could instead have, yeah, how could we do this? We could do this instead, I guess. Have diorite like that. And then maybe instead go with prismarine bricks running up like that. And then we could get the lanterns in again. So it'd be like a corner instead, you see what I mean? And then we can place in the lanterns, as I said. Like so. How's that compared to that? Ooh, you know what? I think that's actually worse, to be honest. Okay then, if that doesn't work, maybe just a single pillar of diorite going up. That might be better. I don't know. I really don't know what to do here. It's kind of boggling my mind a little bit. Here, if we just do this then instead. Oh, I'm just going to pop in and grab that brick. Probably don't need to really, because we've got a ton of prismarine shards now, but I'll take it anyway. Don't want to waste any resources. So how about that instead, if we fly down and take a look? So just a simple, again, not ideal, is it? Let's put the floor design in though, just to double check that it's nothing to do with that. So if we just take those 3 blocks out, we can go ahead and place in that, and that, and then strip those off. How is it? I really don't know. To me, something just doesn't sit right about it. Maybe if we implement it on the other side as well, just to see how it lines up when things look symmetrical. Here, I'm going to need to take the blocks back again, but we will start pillaring up here. So give me those 4 blocks, thank you. And then did we keep it in line with this? We did, yep, so that'll be where it ends. And then same as the other side, we'll go ahead and put the floor design in. So how did that go? That went like this, like that, and like this, I believe. Yep, that's correct. So now taking a step back, I mean, that doesn't look so bad to me, quite honestly. We're obviously going to need to do something to match it up, because as you can see, the pillars here that carry the items up are actually a lot taller than the silos at the back. So there is a bit of disparity between where the ceiling ends and where the item elevators end. So we are going to need to fix that. And I'm also considering bringing the top layer out a few extra blocks to cover over the top of these, because I don't really like the way that it sticks out. So that's something else to consider. But I guess for now, this is the way it's going to be, but we do need to figure something out in terms of sorting the ceiling out here. So as you can see, I did decide to draw the top layer out ever so slightly, so now it does overshadow the item elevators. It does kind of reduce the view that you get of the Guardian from the top layer, but I'm not too unhappy about that, to be honest. You can just about see it, so if we run up there, we can quickly just take a look at that together. It does give me a huge amount of unused space up here though, so we might have to think of something else we can implement around here just to make it look a little less empty. But coming to the edge here, you can see we can't see the entirety of the Guardian, but as I said, it's not that much of an issue, to be honest. We still should be able to see as much of it as we need to for it to be a cool feature to have. So as I said, not too displeased about that. It should be okay in the end. But we will maybe need to think of something to fill in the space, because at the moment we've got a bunch of empty space, and yeah, I just don't want it to be like that. So coming downstairs, there are a few changes I do want to make at the bottom. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ourselves up here somehow. So like this. And we're just going to go ahead and raise this up to there. I would imagine is a good idea. And then we can do that. So it matches the bottom, and I'll show you what I mean now. So at the bottom here, you can see we have log and then glass. At the top, we have log and then glass. So that matches perfectly. And it also looks like we have some sort of support for the upper layer, and it's not just floating, which I like. So let's do that on the other side as well. That should make it match nice and well. So we can pop 1, 2, 3, and then strip all of them. And then back down we go, just to take a quick look at that. Oh, and I also decided to put some lanterns in here as well on the corners, just to keep this area lit up, because of course mobs could spawn on these few blocks here if we didn't light them up properly, so I thought I'd do that. But as you can see now, we have built up the item elevators to look like supports, and to also just give them a bit of symmetry to the bottom. And I think it's looking good. So from the outside looking in, this is what it looks like. I like the way it looks at the moment. There are a few more things I want to do, and I want to see if I can quickly head out and get a few more ink sacks so that we can finish up this section. and then maybe put something in on the sides here. But once we've done that, we'll probably wrap up the video. Alright, you guys, so welcome back to the video for probably the last time today. We've got a few things going here. So I've got 22 ink sacs just from swimming around the ocean a little bit and killing a few squid. We're going to be putting those to use immediately. So we're going to grab ourselves some shards from in here. That should be enough. And we're just going to turn all of these ink sacs into dark prismarine. Not really too fussed about wasting any of them at this point. We're going to need a few more there. So another 16, another 16, another 12. There we go. And just quickly convert those into dark prismarine blocks. I've never really understood why that block is so expensive. If it was up to me, I'd probably make it so that you put prismarine in a circle around a piece of ink and then you get 8 of the blocks. Never really understood why they make it that expensive, but we're going to go ahead and use some of this right now, as well as some polished diorite. So let's get ourselves up here. It's probably best to go back a block so we don't hit our heads on the ceiling itself. We're going to extend this up by 1 on both sides, like that. And then we are going to, we're going to do this, like that. And then we're also going to do this, like that. And I guess that is it. So let's take a look at how the ceiling is shaping up now that we've put a few extra blocks up there. Is that alright? Kind of looks weird and a little bit blocky to me at the top there. Can we fix that, or should we just leave it as it is? You know what? I think we'll just leave it as it is. I think that'll be fine. Because I think, all in all, it's worked out the way I wanted it to. I didn't want this room to look too square and blocky like Minecraft tends to. And I think that we've achieved that because, of course, we have the staggered look. So looking in from the front, it starts out nice and narrow and opens up as you go in. We've got all of our blocks stored in there. We've used a few of the different block types. So we've got some wood mixed in. Of course, we've got some lamps in there as well that are part of the silo. The only one thing that I do want to add into this room is when 1.14 comes out and you can add diorite slabs, I want to put a slab in each of these slots here just to cover up a bit of the background there, because of course the wiring isn't supposed to be on show, so we will be trying to cover that up as much as possible. I did say that we would maybe put in a wall design to the right and the left of this room, but at the moment, I haven't got any ideas in mind for the wall design. I kind of want to think that through before I go ahead and do anything. So I think we'll leave that for now. And I think that this is where we're going to call an end to the video. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come over here. And I'm just going to quickly say thank you very much for watching the video today. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like down below. That'll be much appreciated by me and it'll also help the channel out. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments in general, make sure to put those down in the comment section below. I'll be sure to read every single one and respond to every single one. I love to read them, so if you have anything to say at all, whatever it may be, put that down below. Finally, if you're new around here, then why not subscribe? You can join us as a little community, get involved in the series, keep up to date with anything I decide to post, all that good stuff, and it is free after all. So one more time, guys, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to come and watch my video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to look after yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day, look after your families also, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye bye.